Good afternoon or good morning, as the case may be. This is Mark Freckleton with One Mentoring, and I'm here to finish up with you with your first session, and congratulations on doing that. It's always good to see people going through the mentoring because that's how you learn how to be an effective IBO. It's how you learn how to do the business and make the most of your membership. As a matter of fact, even if you choose not to do the business per se, just enjoy the benefits of the products. This is how you learn about them. So I'm glad you're here. Now, I'm here to answer any questions you may have. And if you could just type them into the chat bar at the bottom, and I'll answer them there. And I suppose the first question is I have is whether you can hear me or not, and I hope you can. The indicator says that you can, but that doesn't prove anything in my mind, because sometimes the electronics get messed up. Okay, so what kind of questions do we have? And in the meantime, while you're thinking through that, I've got a few things that I'd like to tell you myself about this and about the mentoring in general. First of all, let me mention the blog on the Hub. The blog on the Hub, you find that as you go to the Hub under Resources, which is up on the navigation bar near the top. And when you click on that, then you'll see a line of links way up the top, and blog is one of them. Now, I suggest you look at that at least once a week, maybe more frequently, because there will be a mix of articles there. Some of them are not all that earth-shattering, like maybe a Halloween photo contest, scary photo contest, but others will have very valuable information to help you. One that I was interested in enough that I copied it to a Word document, printed it off from about 2 weeks ago, how to share Wake Up Now on social media. Now, this, of course, is just someone's idea, and if I were to write the article, I'd write it differently, but it's good ideas, and it's valuable, and it helps you understand what's going on. Now, let me talk about the direction of the mentoring that we're going. In fact, Kamau asked a quick question here, and this is right what I wanted to talk about. How fast can I go through all the sessions? You go at your own speed. You could do it once a week. You could do it daily. It just depends on you. Now, the next time we'll have these sessions will be Monday afternoon. So if you wanted to do session 2 on Monday afternoon, that'd be just fine. You will be getting a scheduling form in an email in a few minutes, and on that you just pick the day and time you want and click to put a check mark at the box and submit it, and then you'll be registered. Well, you'll be scheduled for that time, and then sometime 8 to 10 hours, 6 to 10 hours prior to that scheduled time, you'll receive another email that has a link in it that takes you to a place where you register for that session. Now you're in familiar territory. You've done this before. After the registration form goes out, then you get a confirmation with the link to open up the viewer for you. You'll also get a reminder an hour ahead and 5 minutes ahead of the scheduled time. But if you want to do it in 4 days, if you want to do it in 4 weeks, that part's up to you. It depends on how quickly you want to get through it and how much you can do. Now, well, Kamau, your name is just like it's spelled. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about, well, what happens next? Let me just give you a little preview. Your second session is about the products, the rest of the products. Now, you've heard about several products already, particularly the particularly TaxBot and the Vacation Club, and some hints at some others. And I'm right now just talking about the digital products, the products that are delivered online, because you also heard about the physical products like Thunder. And a few weeks ago, the company launched a line of fitness products, One Fit, with the things that make you buff and help you lose weight. Those are all available now under select products on the hub. But I'm primarily talking about the digital products right now, the first two of which, as I mentioned, TaxBot and Vacation Club. There's a reason for this. There's a reason for the emphasis on the products first. You have to know what you have before you can share it. As a matter of fact, not only do you have to know what you have, but you should be using it, because that will make you all the more credible and persuasive when you do share. People will believe you if you say, oh yeah, I hear what you're saying about the hassle with the taxes and having to keep all that information. That's always a drag and it's always difficult. But you know, I've been using a tool that helps me with that. It's made it a whole lot easier, and it helps me to save money as well, because I can deduct more. I'm able to have more deductions for my taxes, my income for my taxes, so that I do save money. It's called TaxBot, and it's part of my Wake Up Now membership. Now, notice it's a lot more powerful when you say, hey, I've heard about this tool. It's supposed to be pretty good, versus, oh, I've been using this tool that's really good. You see that? If you've been using it, people will listen more. You're more persuasive. And then let me give you another idea here, because part of that email you're going to get with the schedule for session number 2 will also have some action tasks for you to do. Are those important to do the action tasks? Well, yeah. This is like, oh, this reminds me a lot of when I was teaching college level German many, many years ago, decades ago. And I would tell the students, this is not like a history class where it's good enough that you learn all the facts, because learning all the facts is only the first step. Knowing the language only does you good if you use it. Furthermore, you're going to make 500,000 mistakes before you master this language. So get out there and use it a lot to get past all the mistakes so you can learn it. So this is a matter of learning the theory and then applying it. You know, we're going to get to that in just a minute. But you want to take the right attitude about this. After you learn about the session, about the products in the first 2 sessions, session 3 will be how you share, how you get the word out. There are all kinds of things you can do. A lot of digital things that weren't available 20 years ago. I mean, I post to Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest, and you can send out emails. Couldn't do that in the past. I want to mention, though, that those methods are advertisement. They are not going to sign people up for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You sign people up because of your personal touch, but you get people interested maybe through what you post to social media. And so it's all good. Then session 4 will be how to prepare these referrals you get from these recruits you talk to send them into the challenge team. The challenge team will sign them up for you. But you got to get them prepared, and then you want to give the challenge team the kind of information it's going to need to be able to do a good job. So in other words, you want to have the right attitude here. And I just want to take a couple of minutes. Let me mention too, if you have any questions, just type them in and I'll address them. But I've got something on my mind here I want to tell you first. This attitude of success that I'm talking about is primarily based on your understanding of one of the foundational laws of the universe. So this is a universal law and you can't escape it. And it's called the law of cause and effect. What that means then is everything you do is going to give you a result of some kind. Now, if you don't like the effects that you cause, well, then you better change the causes, right? You're still going to have to deal with what other people cause in your life anyway, but at least you can control what you cause to happen. So if you don't like your effects, you don't like the results you're getting, change the causes, because Complaining about it will not work. It doesn't change anything. You have to make the changes. It's a very popular thing. Sit around and complain about things and do nothing about it. But look at the people that do that all the time. Where are they going, right? Now, you wouldn't have taken this step to join Wake Up Now, and even more so, to join One Mentor, unless you were serious about this, and unless you're seriously seeking change in your life and to make things better for yourself. Well, the products that you're going to learn about will help that. But then applying those products to grow your business to get more income will also help, maybe even more. Now, here's a little saying I really like, and I like it so much I'm going to type it out here, and it's sort of a motto of mine. It says, everything works, but nothing doesn't. Think about that for a minute. Everything you do is going to give you some kind of a result, isn't it? Good, bad, or indifferent. And whether you like the results you get or not, it is still a result that you can look at and analyze and measure and decide if it is moving you in the right direction or whether you need a course adjustment. So everything works. Maybe it doesn't work the way you want it to, but everything you do is going to work. But nothing, in other words, doing nothing, doesn't change anything. It makes you subject to all the other causes that are coming at you from the world and people you know and whatever's going on in society, right? Well, why be subject to forces outside of yourself that might not have your best interest in mind? The only way that you can ensure that you're getting what you want is to do the things positively that we get there. Now, the counterpart to that statement that everything works but nothing doesn't goes like this. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going. Oh, I talk to a whole lot of people, and I've been mentoring for 17 years. I've talked to so many that just cannot take action until they have all their ducks in a row and all their I's dotted and the T's crossed. In other words, it's like they're waiting for perfect conditions before they do anything. But hey, how often do we run into perfect conditions in this world? Therefore, everything works, but nothing doesn't. And you just do it and learn from it. Because sitting around waiting till everything's just right, you're waiting forever. As a matter of fact, keep this in mind. If you're boarding a flight in, say, Los Angeles, flying to New York, once you get up to cruise altitude, that plane is going to be off course probably 90% of the time. But its onboard computer maintains constant contact with a worldwide network of beacons, and it continues to nudge the plane back on course. So you land at Kennedy rather than in Newark or Boston, right? Everything works, but nothing doesn't, and you don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going, and then make sure you're watching where you're going to adjust your course as needed. Well, One Mentor is here to help you with that. Remember, I mentioned nothing happens until you take action. What you're learning here is the theory. Just like what my students back then learned was the theory of the German language, but until you apply it, it doesn't do you any good. You have to make practical application of the theory. Now, theory is important. I mean, keep in mind, theory is systematically organized knowledge. You gotta have the knowledge, you gotta know what you're doing. And you want to have it in an organized fashion, and you probably ought to apply that within a system. Well, we give you the system, and we organize the knowledge for you. Now it's up to you to take action. Well, learn it first and take action. And don't wait until you have it all learned before you take action. Take action as you learn it. Oh, you'll make a mistake here and there. You might even embarrass yourself once in a while. Gee, who knows? How long is that going to last? How long are people going to remember that you sort of, for a moment, sounded like you didn't know what you're talking about? Big deal, right? They'll get over it, and so will you. So make application of what you're learning here. That's why we give you those action tasks with that email you're going to get. You'll also get a little quiz you can take. That's just for fun. I'm not going to grade it. I won't even see it. You don't get a grade in this course. The grade in this course comes out to how quickly do you become a D3 and then an F3? How quickly do you first make your first $100? Then how quickly do you start making $600 and then $700 and $800 a month? And then get up to an F4, you're making, well, $4,000 a month, which happens to be the U.S. median household income, $4,000 a month. You reach that level at an F4. It's not that far to go, you know. So I'm going to wish you the best. I haven't seen any questions, so I'm assuming you're good on that. And so just, and you know, if you do have questions, send an email. We'll take care of you. But meanwhile, get yourself registered for session number 2, and like I said, there's one other thing I was going to say. I'm sorry, we're right up against it on the time here, but this is an idea I wanted to mention to you as how you could make practical application of something in a way that would really make a big splash from the get-go. Okay, you're supposed to be putting together TaxBot. You're supposed to be hooking that up and getting that going for yourself. All right. Now, anything that you do that's business that costs you anything, you put into TaxBot because you get a deduction. Well, what's your business? Well, maybe you are self-employed. I don't know. Well, in that case, then you have 2 businesses because you're an IBO. Remember, you're independent business owner. And if you're doing something else besides that, you can use the same TaxBot account because you can identify each transaction as to whether it's business A or business B. But with Wake Up Now, you're paying something monthly, aren't you, to belong? Explore Pack, 150. One Life, 125. Platinum, 99, right? All right. That is a licensing fee. You put that in TaxBot as an expense every single month. Do it retroactively if you haven't done it up until now. For every month you paid, put that in there because that's a tax write-off. You reduce your income by whatever you paid to belong to Wake Up Now. How about the cost of mentoring? That's $300. Well, okay, there you go. It's an education expense. You put it into TaxBot. Show it there. What if you happen to go to lunch with a buddy or a coworker? Well, just make sure that the subject of Wake Up Now comes up in the conversation. It will not be a matter of making a sale. It's not like that. You're just going to mention that you are having a whole lot of fun with this Wake Up Now thing you're doing, and it's saving you money. Then you write the lunch off as a business lunch. That's legal. You see what I'm saying? But now let's supercharge that. You're also supposed to get acquainted with Vacation Club. And I don't know, I think Phil stopped short of telling you, book yourself a week. So I'm going to suggest strongly that you do this. You go to the Hot Weeks in Vacation Club. And if you don't find what you need there, then you go to the 90 days. Hot Weeks you get at 25% of normal cost, and 90 days you get at half cost, 50%. Okay. So either way, it's a bargain. What you're going to find is a resort that's a reasonable distance from your home, something you can get to in a good afternoon's drive. You book it. Then you invite friends to come and enjoy it with you. Now, the way you do that, remember Mark Twain told us, after 3 days, both fish and guests start to stink. So keep them there for 2 days, then bring someone else new in for 2 days, and so forth. There you got 6 of your 7 days occupied. You got a day to yourself, right? And if you're a couple, then invite couples. And if you're single, invite singles. And now, unless it's labeled as a studio unit, it will have at least 1 bedroom or 2 bedrooms. There are even occasionally some that have 3 bedrooms. Well, for every bedroom, you invite a couple or some single friends. Because, see, there's going to be a Murphy bed or fold-out couch in the living room. And, yeah, that's not the most comfortable of all beds. The Murphy bed's not bad. Fold-out couch can be a little lumpy, but this is business, man. You're making money here. You, as a good host, take the bed in the living room, right? Everyone else gets their own bedroom. Then you go out, and of course, there's multiple bathrooms, and there's the fully stocked kitchen. And by the way, the furniture in these places is good quality furniture. They don't skimp on the quality of the furniture in these places. These are luxury resorts. They all have the balcony with a barbecue on it, fully stocked kitchen, nice furnishings, and the amenities at the condo will almost always include a swimming pool and a hot tub, and usually some kind of a game room, an exercise area, gym. Place I like to go to up a couple hours away here has the 3 different racquetball courts and pool table and ping pong table, and right next to the pool and the hot tub, and then it's got a full tennis court outside with basketball hoops on it, and then 5 minutes away there's this nice big lake for boating and fishing, and then other side of the lake another 5 minutes you've got the ski resort where they ran the Olympic downhill races in 2002 for the Winter Olympics. And that's all, like I say, without 10 or 15 minutes, you go the opposite direction and you come to a ski resort that even gets more snow than the Olympic place. It's higher elevation. It's just more of a folksy, down home type of place rather than a glitzy destination resort. You know, you got everything you want there. The city, you go down the canyon in 15 minutes and you're in the city of Ogden. So you got all that stuff. Lots of good restaurants out there too. So you have fun with these guests that are with you. Take lots of pictures of you having fun. Therefore, now you can say, as you post these pictures to social media, here we are with Ed and Lucille taking in a spectacular view of the valley from this hiking trail that's just minutes away from the resort we're staying at. Luxury resort, beautiful amenities, and it's all for $314 for the entire week, thanks to the Vacation Club through our Wake Up Now membership. Message me if you'd like to join us. Hey, you think you might get a result from that? You think some people might contact you and say, hey, how you doing that? I want to come. Well, at this juncture, you're going to have to tell, well, I'm sorry, we're all booked up for this week, but next time I do it, you're first on the list. But let me tell you a little bit about it, too. When can you get together? I prefer to talk to people face-to-face and over the phone if I can. You know, you do what you can. But now you've got someone that's interested in what you just did, and you're having fun, and all those people that came and stayed with you had fun, and they're going to be interested in getting more. And you write the entire cost at $314 or whatever it is, because you know, if it's a hot week, maybe it's $450. I mean, a 60-day, it might be $450, $500. But you write that off your taxes as a promotional advertising expense. You drove from home to the resort. You write off 56 cents a mile coming and going. So if you drove 100 miles, then you just reduced your income, or you wrote off 110 miles, $112, right? And if you went out to dinner with your guests while they're there, you write that off too, because it was business. You were entertaining guests. Now, do you understand what I mean by saying, when I say you want to be a one person, you want to live the one life, be a product of the product. You're thinking like a Wake Up Now person. You're waking up, right? Okay, well, I probably kept you long enough. And so I do want to wish you a great day today. Hope everything works for you. And I want to make sure that you get set up for session number 2. So answer that email as soon as you can. Well, I guess I've said enough. So have a great day. Take care. Goodbye.